series. This is Ash. The next trilogy that I have is On the Floor. Hi guys, my name is Sean, and today I am here with my top 10 favourite series and trilogies. Now, it was hard enough picking 10, narrowing it down to 10, so these are in no particular order because just damn, you know. Although I do have a favourite, like an all-time favourite, which I will tell you, but you know, I can't like order the others because it's just hard. It's so hard. I don't know why, it's just hard. So I am just gonna go ahead and go straight into it. The first book series that I have on my list is one that I don't know if many people agree with, probably not, but I've said it in a million videos and I'll say it again. I love this series. I will always love this. I will always love this series, and that is the Twilight Saga by Stephanie Meyer. Freaking Dawn, you stay there, bitch. This series just holds a special place in my heart because it got me into reading. It's the reason I read the books that I love now. Without it, I would probably not be here today because I wouldn't read, because I did not read before Twilight. So I have Twilight to thank for me having no money. Well, that's the phone. Then the next series that I have on my list is one that probably everybody expects people to have on their list if they've read the series, and that of course is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I have this lovely box set. It's not actually mine, it's my sister's. Didn't know she had it. It's been under her bed for about 2 years. She's only read the first 2 books, so obviously it's mine now. Everybody that has read the series has loved it, and it's a children's classic. Everybody loves this book. I personally didn't read it when they first came out. I was very late reading them. I only read them about 5 years ago, but they still remind me of childhood, and I love them just because. Just because. No explanation needed for that one, I don't think. The next trilogy that I have is a popular one again. You'll find that a few of these are popular books, but they are still my favourites, so I'm still going to include them. And that series is upside down, so I don't care. Is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I feel like this one shaped my characters. What I look for in characters. Katniss, don't know, just badass, kicking ass. And it kind of made me want more action in my books. So yeah, I love these, and so much love. I read these just as the films were coming out, so yeah. I might reread them again soon. Just, if you don't know what The Hunger Games is about, or if you haven't read The Hunger Games, then I'm very, very surprised. Very surprised. Very. Okay, the next books that I have, I'm not sure if they're going to be a series or a trilogy, but I'm kind of hoping they are. And that is Penryn and the End of Her Days by Susan East, which is Angel Fallen World After. I loved these books because they were just like epic angel books. And I'm yet to find, other than these, angel books that aren't sappy and all romancy and bleh. These ones, angels are not good in these books, and it's just really, really, really amazing. So it's like a post-apocalyptic world. And yeah, the characters are amazing, the storyline is amazing, and just in general, amazing. Amazing. The next trilogy that I have is again a popular one, although I feel like ever since the last book came out, everyone's been like, nyeh. And that is the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth. I read these books a few years ago when I was in France, on holiday, so it kind of reminds me of then. So they're kind of just like, I don't know, I loved them. I read Divergent and I was like, books can be that good? What? So Triss is one of my all-time favourite characters, and I was one of the people that, although I did not want the ending of Allegiant to be true, I accepted it and I still love the book. So it did not change my perception of the series, and it still remains an all-time favourite of mine. Okay, so the next series that I have is still in the process of being written. We've got another book coming out next year, I think, and that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Cinder is loosely based upon Cinderella, Scarlet loosely based upon Red Riding Hood, and Cress is loosely based upon Rapunzel. For some reason, whenever I say Rapunzel now, I think of Tangled, so I want to say Tangled instead of Rapunzel. Disney. I didn't know where I was going to stand with these books, because I thought, well, they're each based upon a different person. How am I going to like that? How am I going to get to know the characters? But with Cinder, you fall in love with Cinder, and you fall in love with her storyline. And then you read Scarlet, and you fall in love with Scarlet's storyline, but you also still get your doses of Cinder. And then the characters meet. so the stories cross over. And then you read Cress, you still get your doses of these two. Actually, I don't know if they meet in that one, but you know, they eventually all meet. You still get your doses of these two, you still fall in love with Cress, and you just get everything. Marissa Meyer is incredible. I love these books. I cannot wait for Winter. I think it's called Winter, which is based on Snow White. So, yes. Read them. Please, please read them, because I genuinely do love this book. Okay, so the next series that I have to show you is the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Now, this series is one that I recently marathoned, and I bloody loved it. I didn't think I would. I thought it was going to be a little bit teenagery, you know, vampires. And the first book, I will admit, was not the best, but they got better as the series went on, and the characters developed, they got more interesting. I mean, Rose Hathaway is one of my favourite characters anyway, so... But yeah, I mean, they're definitely not the best written books, but they are fun, and if you're looking for fun, then I highly suggest this series. Okay, so the next one that I have is a trilogy, and you just saw it. And God almighty, I can't describe my love for this. This is the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Lightning Taylor. Now, this book series or trilogy is a trilogy just completely shaped my taste from YA sort of moving into fantasy. I read these, and obviously they are highly fantasy based, and they're high fantasy. And I finished them and I was like, wood. And then I tried to read YA after it and I was like, this isn't working as much for me now. So, in case you haven't noticed, the books that I've recently been buying or hauling have been more in the fantasy type genre. They're not strong, like, completely fantasy, but they're sort of YA fantasy. So I'm making the change, I'm making the move, I think, and they're just, oh my god, these books are so beautifully written, the characters are amazing, and Lightning Taylor is a bloody genius, people, a genius. Okay, and the next series that I have is still currently being written. There are going to be 6 books in total, I think, and 3 have been published as of yet. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know what these are, and you will know that I love them. And that is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Air of Fire, which was recently released and I recently just finished, was the best book of the 3, and it was incredible. Oh, I just don't know how to describe Lightning Taylor's writing. She's bloody magical. She knows how to create a world and get you interested. And yeah, I did get confused at some points, but she explained it, and she has this incredible ability to introduce new characters and make you love them, even though you just like, does there need to be new characters? But it's like, yeah. I mean, Celeste Seraphine is one of my favourite characters. She's badass, she doesn't give a shit. She's been through a lot in her life, and she's gonna go through more, but oh, they are incredible. I love these books so much, and I really, really, really want everyone to read them, please. I mean, I recommend this series to everybody that I talk to, everybody. I recommend it to everyone. I'm pretty sure people are getting bored of me talking about this series to them. And finally, we have my favourite trilogy / series ever. And that is the Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. Yes, I love the Mortal Instruments, but this series takes the crown. Let me just start off by saying that every single character in this book gave me feels. She just, her writing improved so much from the Mortal Instruments to these ones. They are so much better, so much better. The characters, the story, everything. I love them, words can't describe. And this book broke me. I have never, ever, ever had so many feelings and emotions, but loved a book as much as Clockwork Princess. And let me just say, William Herondale, who was in these books, is my favourite character, male and female, of all time. And no other character has ever come close to him. Ever. I don't think I ever will. I just love it. I love this series, and it's just such a special series, and I will never ever let it go, and I think it will always be my favourite series. Please read it, please! In this series, Cassandra Clare, her writing has improved, her storylines have improved. Everything that was good in the Mortal Instruments is better in the Infernal Devices. So if you like the Mortal Instruments but you think, definitely go for the Infernal Devices, because they are so much better than the Mortal Instruments. And you won't regret it. I love it. They are my favourite series, and I want everyone to read them. Alright, so that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it, and maybe if you haven't read some of the books, I hope that you got some new book recommendations. Let me know what your favourite series or trilogies are down below, because I definitely like to try some more out to add to my list. Yeah, let me know. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe like always so. And I shall see you in my next video. Bye!